Holy crap. Okay. I finally, like super duper for real this time, figured it all out. And man, it's been a crazy couple of days. I mean, all I can say with, I'll go into it, but let me just lead with this. Follow your dreams, all right? Because you never know. You never know. You never know. And obviously, take a chance within reason. Don't ever quit your day job. Make sure you have like a savings account. You always want that safety net, right? But these last couple of days have been hectic. On my buddy Noah Black's stream, we managed to convince YouTuber Moonsault Slayer to collab with us, and that was fun. And then there was a very crazy stream with another tech employer, Joe Budden, that got a little too hectic for me personally. I don't know. Noah is a much more he's a hardened dude. I can tell you that much. He's got that dog in him, that real dog in him. Me, I like to talk shit. I do, and I can, but like, I'm relatively like, my default is nice. My default is non-conflict. I hate conflict. Don't deal with it well because I have very bad anxiety. That being said, more to come with all of that. That'll be fun. But that's not the part of this channel. That's not what this is. So I will leave it at that. That was pretty hectic, but it was fun. But that is not what took me so long, or what I was referring to when I was like, follow your dreams. Well, actually, no, it was because, Noah really got faked out by the fire. Noah really wants to, I say Noah, Baron, my buddy Baron, he really wants to do the content creation. And you know what, honestly, if it worked out for me, I always said that I'm not in it for the money, and I'm not, and I truthfully never will be. But if I somehow fall ass backwards into being able to do silly videos like this and stream for a living, like most people, it's like, why wouldn't I? Working a real job? That sucks. That's terrible. It's not terrible, but... And you know what, honestly, I can't say that for everybody, because not everybody wants to entertain. Not everybody wants to be in that avenue. It could just be like, some people pride themselves on their craftsmanship. I actually pride myself on my craftsmanship at my job. I love being a cable technician. I like working with the internet. It's pretty interesting, and I take pride in my work. I make sure that it's all as neat as possible, and I make sure I fix everything that I can every time. But some days it's exhausting. Some days you're tired. Some days some days you're working in the rain. Some days you're working in the snow. Some days you cut your finger open. Some days you open up a house box and it's filled with a bee's nest. It's like, okay, well, would you rather do that, or would you rather play video games? And it's like, come on, I'd rather play video games. I got way off track, but that's fine. I want to ramble and babble. But that was interesting. That was a very interesting couple days there. But my triumph has to come with the audio being fixed and the game. Basically, I figured out how to use OBS. took me like a couple hours, and I was, even though I have no money at all, I was looking at Amazon and I was like, maybe I need to buy like this, doohickey thing and all that. And I was like, you know what? No. Over the years, I've bought a fuck ton of like wires and shit. Like, there's got to be some sort of combination of wires here that I can like configure together, even if it is convoluted. I can configure it together where everything works normally. And that's what I did. I have this USB-C hub, but the capture card needed power through the USB 3, so I plugged that into the hub, but it wasn't powering the video capture. I was like, so what the fuck? And then I plugged that part directly into a power thing, like another USB-C thing, and so that gave it power. And I was like, okay, cool. But I bought an actual mic, because the mic I've been using this whole time was the mic that's built into my Mac here, which honestly was a really good mic. Listening back to the stuff, that was pretty good quality. I'm not mad at that, but I wanted something a little bit nicer, and I feel like this mic is a lot nicer. Problem is even though it's a wireless mic, it's one of those things where you can plug it into your phone with a little dongle, and so it's like for vlogging and like on the go recording, which I like going to conventions and PAX and stuff like that, so I wanted something that was multifunctional like that. But the problem is the USB-C was like sideways. It was connected sideways, so when I plugged it directly into the Mac, it was blocking the other USB-C port, and I was like, why can't? But when I plugged it into the USB-C port on the hub, it didn't work. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, why isn't this working? Turns out I'm silly and forgot that the USB-C port on the hub is just a power, like a charging power source, basically. Like, it's not an actual thing that will make stuff work. Because I had gotten this because a lot of my older equipment was USB only, and the Mac is only USB-C, so that's why I got this specific thing, because I wanted to use USBs. And I was like, okay, well, I'm like, alright, well, I kind of just shot myself in the foot here, because now I have a thing that needs to go into USB-C, and I only have USB ports. Little did I forget, I have like 4 or 5 of those adapters lying around, and I was like, wait, I was like, can't I just plug this into this and then it just worked? And wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what I did, and it worked, and I was so happy. I was like, yay, that worked. Now I can use my nice new microphone, and I got the capture card. Now I can separate the game audio and the mic audio, and I'm just a very happy camper. Now I'm more pumped to play through all of these games more than ever. That's actually kind of why I really like my job, because I love puzzles, and I love like troubleshooting and like solving stuff. It does get annoying and frustrating sometimes when I don't have a clear path to success, but like problems like the one that I just solved. What? You don't just bounce. This isn't Mario. You have to jump. Problems like the one that I just figured out, even if it is just a little like minor problem, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying to figure stuff out without like YouTubing it or Googling it or what. It's so much fun to just learn and figure stuff out. It really works the brain, That's why I like puzzles. I like those little, not like jigsaw puzzles, but like the little metal puzzles that are like wrapped into each other. That being said, I never could figure out the Rubik's Cube. I never figured out whatever that math equation was needed to do it. Oh, that's whack. One day though, one day I that is on my many bucket lists of things I would like to do before I leave this mortal coil. Even if that is a little silly, it's like, no, nah, man, I want to solve a Rubik's Cube. You know how cool that would be? Where was I going with all of this? Fuck. I forgot. Damn. I really forgot where I was going with all of this. Anyway, my point is if you try hard enough, you will succeed. It might take a while, it might take days, months, weeks, years, but you can and will succeed. That I can guarantee, you know? And, you know, life is random like that. I got greedy. He was, you know, it's fine. Life is all about what you can do with the cards that you are given. We all have a path that, you know, through the good grace of God, that we can follow. You know, everybody has their own. I feel, right, that everything in life happens for a reason. I truly believe that there is a bigger picture, like everything's intertwined. Because when you really start looking at stuff, like whether you're watching nature, like you actually take the time to learn how like nature works, like how animals do things and how plants grow and all of that. You take the time to figure those things out, you realize that a lot of it follows the same path, a lot of it follows the same pattern, even though they're called different things, and it might be, you know, a little different to an extent. They all follow their own thing. I mean, they all follow the same thing, and that's very interesting. It's almost like magic. You know, magic is like real. That's kind of why I like my job, because I think about it constantly, and I feel like, and maybe I'm just hyping things up. Maybe I'm just a big old nerd. I find things a little bit more exciting than they should be. I think it's amazing that the internet and phones and all of these things that we use to communicate is just light and radio waves. Sure, there's wires and stuff like that connect and all of that, but literally it's all just lights and sounds. And as silly as that sounds, it's like, no, like really take the time to think about it. The YouTube video that you're watching right now is light transferring from me to you. That's so cool. Is that not real life magic? Like, is that not, like, people are always like fireball, which, by the way, you can light something on fire and throw it. Fireballs are real too. But like the idea that, oh, really? Man. Whatever. You know, look at it, think of it like literally like in terms of fiction. Like if I told you, like, okay, I'm a wizard and I cast this spell of a giant ray of light comes from my hands, and then it creates a after image of myself. You'd be like, whoa, that's crazy magic. But like what I just described in reality is like a camera. It's I don't know. It's the little things in life. It really is the little things in life. You got to take time to appreciate it all. Because when you do take time to appreciate it all, everything becomes a lot more cool. So, my game plan after Donkey Kong Country, because like I said, I'm doing this to catalog all of my games, and I'm starting with my favorites of all time. So Donkey Kong Country is up there, and tied for first place is the next game I'm gonna play, which is Yoshi's Island. I played Donkey Kong Country first because I am better at Donkey Kong Country than I am Yoshi's Island, and I played Donkey Kong Country a lot more. But Yoshi and Donkey Kong are my favorite fictional characters of all time, next to like Broly and the Hulk. I'm very excited to play Yoshi's Island all the way through. That'll be fun. It's been a while since I played that one all the way through. I play Yoshi's Island pretty frequently, but I don't, unlike Donkey Kong, so I guess Donkey Kong would be my number one. Oh wow, I just saved that. Oh, I'm nice. Oh, I'm an amazing gamer. Look at that. That was so cool. Wasn't that cool? I guess Donkey Kong would be my number one, because I haven't beaten Yoshi's Island in a while, but I do pick it up and play it and like do the first two worlds every now and again when I need some joy in my life, because Yoshi is like, I think the only other fictional character that I think is just, that can just bring limitless joy is Kirby, which, oh, you know what, I'll write that down. Because I do want to play Kirby Superstar as well. I'll write that down right now. Write it down real quick. Kirby Superstar. Okay. Yoshi's Island is after Donkey Kong. So I'm hoping to finish this. I know I've said it every video so far, but I do hope that this is the last one for Donkey Kong. Not because I'm trying to rush through it, but because I don't want this channel to be like part 45 of Donkey Kong Country. Like, I don't want to chop this up into like little segments and stuff. I might make shorts if I find stuff funny enough. I might make some shorts of these moments, especially the ones where instant karma has been killing me, because that's really funny. But I kind of want to condense minimum 30 minutes to an hour per episode of whatever I'm doing. I know I've uploaded some Tekken shorts because I do play Tekken a lot. Like, that's the only game. My name is Matt Casual, but the only game I take seriously is Tekken. And Pokemon. I like Pokemon a lot. I'll be playing some Pokemon too. But I think, I don't know if I want to stream yet. I mean, part of me feels like I should. Not that I should, but part of me feels like I can, especially with like grinding out ranks for Pokemon and Tekken. I feel like that would be pretty legitimate content. I don't like streaming. I don't know. I do say sometimes that I'm not a people person, but that's not fair, because I am I'm pretty good at dealing with people. I think I'm just very introverted, you know. I got limits, and when I'm done talking to people, like, it's a hard cutoff. Like, when I'm done talking to people, I'm done talking to people for the day. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, there are times where it's like even my own mama or my own dad will text me, and I'm like, I'll get back to you later. I always text them back, but you know, I have that thought in my head because that's how drained I get dealing with people. And there is a small part of it where it's like, I don't, you know, everybody always thinks they're right. Everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks they're the best. They're the coolest. Their opinions are the correct one. And it's just kind of lame. It's like, I don't know, chill out. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree. And if we don't agree, we can still just enjoy each other's company. No way that hit me. Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are, J-Cone. But I definitely am like, I don't want to say I'm a pacifist, because if somebody put my family in danger, I would absolutely throw down for them. But for the most part, I am most definitely a peace, love, you know, conquers all. Because it's just, not only is it nice to be nice, but it's just easier, you know? I think it is. It costs so much energy, so much precious time to constantly be angry. And I know I get frustrated playing this. I've shown that multiple times with me getting mad and seething, and even with no, come on. Even with when playing Tekken, I definitely super duper get mad. But then it's like, okay, I got it out. I'm good. I can't hold on to that for that long. I would literally pass out if I tried to just keep myself angry for too long. But hey, you know, whatever. Life would definitely be easier if everybody was just nice to each other, you know? And that's the thing, right? I'm not saying we have to agree. We can debate, we can disagree, we can... The third time in a row, bro? Are you dead ass? Hey, you know what, bro? Fuck that K. Anyway. 3 times in a row, back to back. Anyway. Man, I'm just on my A game today, huh? I'm trying to rush, that's the problem. I am trying to rush. I almost died again. I literally almost died again. There goes my thought again. It's gonna happen a lot, I promise you. If you're watching this and you're in it for the long haul, and you like the retro vibes of this this type of video format, be prepared for me to lose my train of thought a lot. I felt like I was going somewhere, like, I thought I was really going somewhere good. That's fucked up, because that would have killed me. No way! Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no way. Oh, I think I remember what I was saying. Oh, I do remember what I was saying now. We can debate, right? You can be kind to each other, and we can still have debates and different opinions. You know, I think that's and I'm pretty sure I said this earlier in this video, but like, I don't like conflict. Part of it is definitely because I have very bad anxiety. But the other part of it is, like, logistically, conflict doesn't make sense to me, anyway. Like, we have our words. We can negotiate, you know. If we were, and even if, like, let's say things come to an impasse, there's always a middle ground, I feel. You know, conflict is such a silly thing to me because it's like, I like the color red. Well, I like the color blue. Okay, well, you take your thing and make it the color blue, and I'll take my thing and make it the color red. You know, I think the problem... Fuck, that was bait. That was super bait. I think the problem comes when the other person is like, no, but I want your thing. You know, I think when people start becoming selfish or don't want to be reasonable, that's, I mean, duh, right? I'm over here saying stuff that's pretty obvious, but like that is what conflict is differing things that can't be resolved through normal means. And that might not be a Webster's dictionary, but that is more or less what conflict is. I think I'm done with my last life. Nope, I am now though. But yes, I would say, like, if I was a Pokemon, my primary ability would be pacifism. And I don't know what my hidden ability would be. Anyway, on a different note, changing the topic to dude. What did I do? Why did I start this task? I'm never gonna beat this. I'm over exaggerating, obviously, but fuck. I wrote a list, right? I got a list of like maybe, I'd say like 10, 15 games on it right now. All relatively not long games, but I'd say like the shortest game on there, probably this one, truthfully. But I really do want to do this, and it's like, it's settling in now that it's like, oh, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a very long time. But I'm here for it. It'll be fun. It beats sitting at home, not doing anything. Well, I am home, but like, projects are fun to have. Being creative is fun. And not that this is the most creative thing in the world. Playing a video game and recording it, wow, really breaking the boundaries there. But it's still creative, you know. I feel like it's interesting. Like, even sitting here, like talking to myself and thinking of stuff to say, and like walk and talk at the same time. Basically, I think it's good for overall brain stimuli. You know, working the brain out. Your body is a vessel. That was fucked up. Your body is a vessel that must be trained and cared for daily. So always make sure to get sleep and drink water. Stretch. If you haven't stretched today, stretch. You are able to. Because let me tell you something. There's one thing that we don't know how to beat, and I don't think we can beat it. It's time. Time will eventually get you. I got a little issue right now with my ankle. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's been hurting for like 2-3 weeks. And pain didn't go away. And I'm like, thinking back to when I was a kid doing cross country and swimming and shit, when I would have random pains and stuff, and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I've had pains before, but it's never really lasted this long. I think there's a problem. But I'm fine. I'll figure out what it is on a different day. An appointment has been made and I am taking it. I will see the doctor soon. Fuck! I don't know why I tried ducking. Is it? I've already been playing for a half hour and I haven't beaten more than 3 levels? Oh my god. I'm fucking ass. Oh my god. Are you serious? That can't be right. No, that's not right. That can't be right. That's definitely right. Fuck. Why am I still trying to duck? Jump on the bird. KO. That's what I'm debating on, because outside of Nintendo, so I'm a huge Nintendo fanboy, and I have a lot of Nintendo games, and a lot that I plan on playing, but next to my heart with Nintendo is fighting games. I'm debating on like how I should go about doing it, because like with Tekken, I'm still on the fence on whether or not I want to stream my rank climb, but part of the reason why I liked fighting games, I still like fighting games a lot, it was like arcade mode, where it was like you do the stages and then you fight the boss and then there's cutscenes and stuff, so I'm debating on what I should do, which fighting games I should play, and whether or not I should just, you know, do random rank or quick matches, or I should just do the arcade modes. I don't know. That's to be determined. I need that too. Okay, 5 minutes. Let me just stay here. He fucks off. And weird. Alright. Go down. Oh my god. Ooh, invincibility frames. Fucking god. Dude! Come on, man. You could just wait, you know. You know, you could just wait. You could take your time. You don't have to rush. What's the rush? Where you going? You ain't got nothing to do. Maybe you'll cook dinner later. That's about all you got going on for you right now. I gotta draw later too. Maybe I'll do some painting. Nope, that was dumb. I kind of do hope nothing's super wrong with my foot. Because as nice as it is to have the rest of the week off, especially right before the holidays, I would not be a super happy camper if the doc told me that I needed like an ankle brace or it was like nerve damage or something. Fucked up. I mean, I can only be so upset if something happened, but you know. Oh my god. I gotta invest in one of those fucking desk punching bags because I was about to punch my desk that my Mac is on top of right now. I wasn't gonna like break my Mac like that one guy on that meme, but I was definitely gonna slam my desk. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mac? Come on. No! Oh my god, dude. Fucking hell. Alright, alright. Oh, banana. What a pleasant surprise. I thought I died again. There's something down there, huh? We're gonna refrain from saying that. Midge. This is fucked up. Oh my god. And he like turned around. That's the fucked up part. He turned around as I was jumping. He had so much more path to take, and he was like, oh, nope, I'm gonna go this way. Fat bitch. Ooh. I need bananas. I need more bananas. But where's the... Da-da-da. Do-do-da. La-ta-da-da. Do-do-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Sometimes if you open it while Diddy's still running away on screen, he won't pop up. It's game's got a lot of funny quirks like that. The way I played this game growing up was Diddy was in the front because I always preferred to save DK because DK can kill any enemy. And it's clear that I have to do that now because that fat motherfucker is stopping me from progressing. I actually don't even think I've been using that mechanic this whole time. No. Okay. Victory. Bum 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 bum. La ta 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 ta. Don't mind me. I'm just going through it. I have no idea why I was holding that barrel for that long. Ooh. Oh man, that was close. You know, I don't know. No, I don't like them. And maybe it's because I have ADHD, but I don't like auto-scrolling levels. I don't like that. It's like one of my least favorite things about platformers. Like, I'd rather have a water level than a auto-scroller, because it's like, I guess that's why why these stages exist, but it's like, how you're taking away my agency, taking away my control. Like, I've been able to jump around and do whatever I want, skip whatever I want. Now you're forcing me to sit still and do whatever obstacle course you want me to do. It's whack. But as I say it out loud, that's probably exactly why they do it. That was funny. It looked like Diddy was on top of it. Just like Donkey Kong Country Returns. Oh, by the way, I am playing all the Donkey Kongs. I have all the Donkey Kongs, so I'm playing them all. Best believe. 1, 2, and 3, Donkey Kong Country Returns, and Tropical Freeze. We're going through the whole Donkey continent. And it should be very exciting. What? Great. And now I don't for this pinhead. Okay. Like, 5th time's the charm. I'm low-key I'm low-key doing this, not even, I mean, I am doing it for myself already, but, like, I'm doing it for myself because I sleep, watching YouTube most of the time. In fact, I don't watch TV, I only watch YouTube. But I'm low-key doing this as, like, ASMR for me to sleep, because as nice as it is with, watching the YouTubers that I watch, sometimes they're pretty loud, which is funny, but like, I'm trying to sleep, and sure, I could just not watch the super loud video, but I like the stimuli. It helps me sleep. It's like keeping a fan on. So I'm low-key, like, the sounds of playing Donkey Kong Country, or somebody playing Donkey Kong Country, would definitely put me to sleep. My little brother, he always stayed up a lot more than I did. And when we shared a room, on the weekends, he would stay awake and play whatever game he was playing, and that was soothing to me. Hearing the click-clackings. Of course, we also did the same to him, trying to unlock Mewtwo in Smash Bros. But video games are cool. Either I beat this level, or I die again. I'm gonna take a water break and stretch my legs. Not gonna lie, pretty sure those are my least favorite enemies in the game. What? What am I to do there? Did I miss my jump? Am I just supposed to take a leap of faith? Yeah, those little tiny birds, those are my least favorite guys, because, I mean, you saw the triple kill that one bird got. Dude was trying to prestige, killing noobs. I'll switch to Diddy now, because now that part is done. You really do have to kind of just hope for the best. Dude, y'all saw that. Y'all saw that little fuck-ass bird try to take me out. Candy! Oh, thank God. No, 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 no. Oh, man. location. I think I said that before, but I gotta remember to do that. I love how this level is called Poison Pond, but it's the buzzsaws that are the danger, not the toxic lake, polluted ocean. Oh, I get it. That's why the tires are here. This is supposed to be pollution. Trash floating in the pond. Look at the little jellyfish. Those are my favorite animals. Jellyfish. I love those little guys. Not a thought behind those. I think they're just nerves. I could be dead wrong about that though, but if then I am, it's fine. I still like it a lot. There's a DK girl here. Put on guard or something. Not worth. Did he? This level used to torture me as a kid. I was stuck on this stage for so long. And now I'm about to beat it first try. I was like, let me talk some more and fucking, oh my god. You just had to shut up. That was all you had to do. You just had to shut up and play. You could have brought that story up after you beat the level. Perfect. Nah, I think on guard's over here. Hey, fuck that fish. I need that fish. Oh? Oh. Wow. Not as useful as I thought it would be. Oh. Okay. Kitty was over here, right? Right? Go down. Fish. Fuck ass. No, don't. What the fuck are you doing? Nope. Don't even bother questioning it. I don't know what I'm doing either. Ong. god. No way! Remember when you said you beat this game in 2 hours? Where's all that beat this game in 2 hours skill that you had, huh, there, champ? Now that I know that there's a rhino up here. If and I die again, we can get some extra lives. Time to whip. Alright, yeah. Unfortunately, I wanna keep to my specific times, so. Fuck, dude. I wanna keep it roughly at the hour mark, so. I'm curious. Oh, it was just bananas. It was just bananas. It was just bananas. It was just bananas. Oh, but remember the plan. Remember the plan. We get the rhino, and then we have lives. Simple as that. All we gotta do. We get the rhino, and then we have lives. You know, I think part of the reason why this game is so brutal is essentially you gotta do everything like no hit run, more or less. Like every hit is a death. You can only allow yourself 2 hits per level. Like that's crazy. I feel like Ramby's timer went down pretty fast, no? I definitely messed that up. But we have lives. Yeah, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, like being only able to get hit twice is brutal. And you have to do all of this maneuvering the entire time. You may as well just get really good at the game, like, because you can't afford not to be. Because it's literally one wrong move here, and you're done. You're fucking done. Why are you chasing it? Why? Let it come back down. Let's go finish the level, huh? Fuck! It's like 3 more levels. You go down a cranky. There might be only 2 levels. You go down a cranky, and then there's another factory, and then you fight the oil drum. next world is the last one. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. No, we'll stick with the hour rule. I am pretty happy with that. Keeping it an hour, half-hour minimum, hour maximum, roughly. I like that time frame. So the journey continues. Till next time.